Alright guys, welcome back to another opbr video, and today we're doing a discussion, right? Today I want to talk about buffs, right? Since the recent years, opbr has said, oh, we realized that some of our units that you guys have pulled for and had for some time now, then they're not doing it. So we decided to give them buffs. And the first thing I want to say about buffs is like, oh, that's great. They realize that, hey, we want to use some of these units, not the same old, right? But the thing is with the buffs, I don't think they matter, honestly. Like, people are excited for the buffs, and when the buffs do come out, they will probably play the units for like probably a week or 2 weeks or so. It's just after that they disappear off the map. So today I'm going to show you guys some of the units that are buffed and that I think need to be buffed. But in all honesty, I don't think buffs are really it. It doesn't really make sense. As I said before, the units, they're going to be useful for like probably 1 or 2 weeks, and then that is it for them. Some of them can probably come back in a good while. Like say for Garp is one. Garp has a very good trait that deals with captains, and there's a lot of captains running about the place. So he will be around for a good while, right? But for the rest of these now, it's kind of hard to say. It's really kind of hard to say about all these. I could be wrong about some of these, but you have to say it. You have to say that in the comments. But overall, I think the buffs are not it, but I also want them to get better with buffing the characters. I'm not saying giving them some hope, some crazy ass trait, but give them a trait that can make them compete. Like say for Law, for example. I want Law to get a buff so badly, right? He has his EX counterpart, which is the same skin, right? They just put on the same skin and added different animations, bro. Like, it's crazy that this guy came out before the EX claw and he's not doing good. So his skill, right, amputation, creates a room and whatnot, and in this room he cannot die in this room, right? No, he gets like a 1 HP trait. Like if they kill him, he get a 1 HP trait. But be honest, what is 1 HP going to fucking do, bro? Think about it. It's madness. 1 HP trait in that is insane. It's not like a life back like Zoro does, right? Raid Zoro. It's just 1 single HP, and that's crazy. Another thing I want to add, I think some traits that can be on him is that when he's in his amputation room and he basically attacks the opponent, right? He can also get back his amputation with every slash, probably about 15% more or something like that, right? And he basically heals off kills also. Something slight, something, you know, like it's very tough. As I stated in like the claw video, right? I'll post up in the top right corner for you all to watch it. That is if I can actually do it, but I'll probably link it in the bio so you guys can watch it. But yo, it was kind of hard to play as Claw in that, but I liked playing as Claw. I like playing as Law because I don't know, I just get a cool feeling about him. I don't know, man, but I kill people with Claw. Law, me and Claw. I'm going to get that unit. I swear to God, I really am. I'm saving for it, man. If I don't get it, I don't know what I'm going to do. But this man needs it. When your HP 70% or more, reduce damage by 30%. I feel like there is something else that should have been there. I don't know, man. But man like him, he's supposed to get a buff, but I doubt they're going to buff him quite as good. And these are all the others. Reiju, not going to lie, Reiju is actually here and there, cause I use her sometime, probably in some capture some treasure. but the others are not it. Like for as example, Barcelona, right? This man has a trait that says when attacked by an enemy, 2% chance to dodge. 2%. That is out of 100%. 2%. So there's a 98% chance of it not happening. What's the use of that? What sense does that make? Right? And this man can be immobilized by a status effect. He's a Logia. How can this man be affected by status effect? I think this man should have at least have like a status reduction, at least. But this man can be status inflicted. It doesn't make any sense, bro. It was so hard to play as him in that buff video that I released. Another one I'll link in the bio for y'all to watch. But it was insane to be trying to play as this man and his life went down to 0 so fast. Oh my gosh. And 8. I think they buffed him at one point. I don't remember. Right? 5% chance to inflict a flame for 10 seconds. Exclude some attacks. Is that his Logia effect? They realized that Ace is a Logia and he's not acting like a Logia. Bro, I remember when I was playing this man, right? And I was saying, this man doesn't feel like a Logia. He feels like a Paramecia. This was like when I just started. And I was like, this makes no sense as to why Ace feels like a Logia. As you can see, there's a lot of problems with the units that they've buffed. They also buffed the old Sabotu, but yo, it doesn't make sense to go into it, man. I think there's another one with Katakuri. When your HP is 50% or less, 10% chance to dodge without taking damage or accompanying effect. The same thing like Barcelona, but this man has 8% more on that. Why are they doing this? This man is a special Paramecia and he has Conqueror's Haki that predict the future. They should have implemented that and say, okay, probably 60% chance, 70% chance. It's not like a lot. You know who they gave that shit to? Yo, this man is the most undeserving of that trait. This man. When your HP is 50% or more, 60% chance to dodge without taking damage. Why did they give it to him? This is what I'm trying to say. These guys are more important than him. Right? Because... oh wait, I'm pressed the wrong thing. This man was like a big bad for most of the arc, right? It was one of probably the longest fights in One Piece. And they did that to him. They did this to him. 2% chance to dodge. This is insane. The buffs that they give these people are insane, and it needs to change because they don't give them enough chance to compete in the meta that keeps on going higher and higher. And people want to play as these units. Because when they play as these units, they cost us the game because the other side is using meta characters. You're seeing Black Roger, you're seeing Seraphim, oh my gosh, S-Snake, you're seeing Gear 5 Luffy, you're seeing all the meta characters. But there are people that want to play as these guys because they want to play as them. And it will cost us the game because these units are not up to standard. And they need to do something about the buffs in these games. I'm glad that they see it and say, okay, we're going to give them buff, but the buffs are not good enough. And I do want that to change. But anyways, that will be all for me for this discussion. Let me know what y'all guys think in the comments.
Yes, sir! This nigga spitting. Damn, nigga!